Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Raids, week 33, day 2. Anyway, so, of course, today we got ourselves Warren's. Warren's Delve has a lot of Arcane Light Trade Stones, those green and yellow ones. Every single time you complete out this room, it has a Arcane Light reward. It, for whatever reason, is the only Delve in the game that has a arcane on the final drop, which makes it insanely high amount of that arcane. Like, it is the absolute easiest arcane in the entire game to get, because whatever multiplier you have will apply to it. Meaning, by default, boom, you already have 2 times multiplier. By the time you even just like rush to it, boom, you just got 3 times multiplier. You do every room, boom, you just got 4 times multiplier. And every single one of those times, you're getting more of that stone. So if you're at 3 times, well, that's 3 stones. If you're at 4 times, well, that's 4 stones. And yeah, it's so easy. Within like a few minutes, we could end up getting like 4 arcanes. It is so broken. Before I forget, for when we do it later, let's go grab that. However, I do want to go do some raids first. Also finished out the little pet that we had here. I did that right before the stream. It was why we're a little bit later. I had a little sunbird thingy, and its timer was about to expire. We only got 1 copy of it on it, unfortunately. But if I was to set up the stream, it would have made it so I wouldn't have been able to take the little birdie thing. So I had to go for it, and we were able to get it. Barely. I think I had like 1 or 2 minutes left by the end of it. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope all of you have been doing well. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Spins. Hello, Drock Savage. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Misty. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. So, let's start off with some raids. We're going to be running the main team that we've been running, just with Mang now, not that one. I did show that for the video, though, of course. Let's see. The one I want to show is this one. Or not show, but use is this one. Guild, raid. And switch us back to normal. There we go. So, Titan as Mang, Dark Troll, Eldrif Guardian, and Zugoff. And that's what we're going to be running for pretty much the rest of this. I don't think we'll need to change up at any point during all this. If you ignore the offers tab, it eventually shoves this way in your face. Pretty much. It does like doing that, doesn't it? Ooh, that was a pure miss. Could just take out more mana just from swiping something. Well, let's kill his last slot. But then again, I kind of almost want to go for more purple first. So we'll do that. Take a skull. It is enraged, so it will kill. He has 50% reduction, so normally it wouldn't have killed. But luckily, due to the fact we had Enrage, it does. That's nice. Enrage actually getting us a kill there. And it was killed out with the instant kill. Good old Zugoff. Still feels weird being able to use Zugoff versus Zugoff, but yeah, this week only. Probably forever and a half before we could do it again. So, hello, Sausage. Hello, Cookie. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Lewis, I mean. And hello, DeCrail. Let's see. Actually, that reminds me. What did I get for offers today? I believe it was pretty horrible things. Let's see. We'll take that for now. Just have barrier for when he pokes us. Ooh, he does get some free yellow out of it, though. We don't want to be seeing that. Need that quick Zugoff. We're just going to go for it. We got to get the Valraven killed. So we'll kill that out. That should kill the Valraven indirectly. He's taking another skull. He'll do whatever, and then we just kill him with a poke on the board, so we have to go the other way around. Let's kill it with the raid counter. Which ends up working out just as nicely. Let's see. What do we grab here? Let's take the red for now. I didn't want to take the skull initially. Just because we didn't have Mang yet, so I wouldn't have really done much in that situation. So we'll go for this. It's probably gonna miss. Not that good of a board. It does get it over on the side there, so that's good. We'll go kill out, I guess, you for now. Actually, don't you have score reduction? Yeah, 25% reduction. I actually should have gone for that one then. As long as we regain Enrage, it's not that big a deal though. Okay, no skull, so we're just gonna have to go and poke that then. You know what? His 25% reduction is actually gonna keep him alive, isn't it? What a fail. Okay, good. It still kills. There we go. Oh, thank you for that, Cookie. Greatly appreciated, as always. Helps out a lot. I think we're just gonna go for it directly. Yeah, I haven't been spamming global chats that much lately. I should. Though if people keep doing it for us, we might not need to. But I try not to overly spam there. Though lately I've been like barely doing it at all. Let's see. We'll throw that down for now. I used to do it when we posted every single video too. I haven't lately. Probably should again. A lot of people might not know we exist. I'm pretty sure most people in the community do, but newer people don't. Anyone who's been playing for a while probably does. Let's see. We'll take that for now. Of course, the player base is always increasing. It actually is a game where the player base does keep increasing. It's kind of interesting. They have yet to have a single year of not growth. Though due to coronavirus, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the first year. But so far, every single year has been growth for the game. They have yet to have one that wasn't. Oh, gosh. I was expecting to get at least one skull there. Apparently not. The cookie trading is real. Making me hungry for cookies. I tried some Oreos earlier. Let's see. What do I even go for here? Let's go grab that, I guess. Fortunately, his skull's do almost nothing since we haven't poked down a Mang yet. That gives us pretty much everything we need. Got a really good board setup too. Gonna go for this and then we'll double. Just because there's so much purple. It's probably gonna feed both of them to full anyways. Yep, exactly so. Kill that out of safety's sake, even though that's technically a better option. But since we have Enrage, it's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. Your skull reduction means nothing to Enrage. What do we even want here? We'll grab that first. Obviously, we need a Mang before we touch skulls. We'll go grab this. There's enough purple that we can get stuff rolling, so we are going to go indeed go for it. We'll grab that. Take whatever else over. Take that as well. Skulls move over there. Take the other thing over. And what else we need? Throw that over there. Kill out his current last slots. Unfortunately, a pure miss, but it's still enough to kill it. And there we go. Should be able to find at least one more Valraven in these last several battles. Hello, Steve! Welcome! Okay, we need Bang first, so let's go get that up. Let's just take a blue or something for now. So we'll do that. Get Bang down. Kill it out. That stuns him as well, which is nice. This looks like it's going to miss. I'm actually going to wait a turn, just to move it kind of closer together. So that looks like a lot of potential to extra turn, so we will go for it now. It does indeed land. I'll take that just to get it off the board. I kind of want to take that skull, actually. And then we kill it out with this. There we go. Easy as that. Okay, this one or next one should be Valraven. That'll be our last Valraven, probably. At least of the day. Till we get more tomorrow. Okay, what do we take here? Let's get a Mang for now. Grab that down. We got double of purple, but we don't really have anywhere worth using, so we'll pass on it. Do we still have enough to one-shot with this? I believe we do. Yeah, we still do for a while. We have, how much damage is that? That's 280 damage or so. That's enough for now. Let's take some red. Take the skull there. How much skull reduction do you have, by the way? Oh, it doesn't have any skull reduction? I thought it did. Never mind. Oh, apparently not. Apparently not. Well, I just thought it did. Let's see. It's one of those really uncommonly used troops. Sometimes forget about them. Ooh, nice. Still got skull there. And one more will kill. Fortunately, we don't really have a good way of getting that, so we'll probably just have to Zug off him. Though we also have no good way of getting that. So let's take some mana there. And next turn, he just dies to Zug off. And then he dies to Zug off. Oh, I missed your question? Sorry about that, Spins. What was your question? How many gems does it take to finish a delve? If you're skipping the entire time, Well, it takes around 2,000 to 3,000. If you're doing pure skip, it takes around 2,710 to 2,910, and in very rare circumstances, 3,110. But on average, I believe you can end up doing it with 2,710 or 2,910 within that range. Depends how many rooms you have and how lucky you get on Val Ravens, and if you do some amount of non-skip. And if you're doing pure non-skip, it takes, I believe, around 2,100 gems. Or sorry, 2,110 gems. But basically, somewhere between 2,110 and 2,910 is basically what it comes down to. And that's based on how much you skip. And by skip, I mean rushing straight to the final room. Like right to the boss room every single time, which gets it done the quickest, but also slightly more expensive. But given that you only have a day for it, you sometimes have to do the quicker method. What is the Shabana team I use? Well, there's a lot of different variants. I don't know, which color do you want to build it around? Generally, you build it into like an almost pure color kind of thing. And if you're using it for Guild Wars, you're likely going to want to carry one of the cleansers on it. If you're using specifically for that rather than something else. Like, for example, if you're using it for pure blue, you probably want to go Beatrix. If you're using it for yellow, you probably want to go Voice of Orpheus, stuff like that. And then the rest of the team, you basically build around whatever you want to try focusing on. Any of the Doom weapons work pretty well for that. Any of the Doom, or the Doom weapons that do full AoE into Doom Skull conversion. Skeleton for purple works pretty well, given that you can constantly pretty much just keep getting infinite skull spam. For yellow, Finesse ends up working out pretty well, since you might already have a Storm to synergize with it anyways. And ends up working out pretty well. What's the one for blue? Or sorry, well, Beatrix. You can pretty much just spam entirely into Beatrix damage. Because not only does that carry to cleanse, but you can also use it as your damage. You can also use Winter Imps if you want to go down that route. You can also combine them together because they both do true damage. We'll take that for now. Hit or kill. We'll poke with that as well. We still are very much in kill range. Probably will be for all of our free battles to get the event done with. And now we pretty much just need more Zugofs now. And we'll be good to go. That's the easiest way to get mana for him. So we'll just take some blues there. Yeah, it's match. Yeah, no problem. Also, did I answer Spin's question? Let's see. Oh yeah, never mind. I answered it. But yeah, it's 2,110 gems to about 2,910 gems, and it averages to about 2,510 if you do a non-skip for like the first 100 to 200, and then skip the rest. It normally costs around 2,510 or so. Let's see. We'll throw that down for now. I feel like it's passing our turn just because I need Zugoff. And that's why. There we go. Nice. Okay, raids done for now. Though we're not completely done. Still got a little ways to go. But we're getting there. It's only Tuesday after all. It's one of those events that tends to get done in a few days pretty much. So once it's a weekend event, it'll be pretty much right in place. Anyways, let me go do my dailies, then we'll hand out code, and then we'll go mess around with this team actually, or not that team, sorry, with this team, and just quick kill out the battles. We got green and yellow for our restriction for it, so we can just go truffle if we so choose. Oh no, we'll see what we run. Probably just gonna run truffle. Hello, Dinosuit Girl. Also, we could always run Rowan Leprechaun. And just kind of run a Rowan quick kill for it. Because that way we can still keep leveling our hero that way. Though we won't have half mana start because we can't use Mirage Queen. But we can still go double Leprechaun. We might end up doing that. Just for the sake of being able to still level our hero. Because of course right now we're trying to get Barbarian to 100. As well as all the hero classes that we haven't maxed to 100. Are they going to make Pure Faction easier in 5.0? I can't say. So, hello, Thundercam. Welcome. Yeah, generally, pure factions you don't really want to be spending gems on early on. It's one of the last things you should really ever spend gems on, as far as things that you need to complete within the game. Unless you just want to rush one in order to get the achievement for it. But as far as maxing out all the factions to 2,500 pure faction, as in trying to do level 500 pure factions, you generally don't do this until way later in the game. Just because it's really expensive to get them maxed with potions. By the time every single one comes out, the price tag of gems, assuming a 2,510 average, is going to be 34 times 2,510. It takes on average, assuming you gem every single delve, once all 34 delves exist, it'll take 85,340 gems in order to max every delve in the game, assuming you do every single one with potions and not doing any without. But if you do every single one without potions, or with potions, you'll end up coming out to an 85,340 by the time all 34 delves exist, which is obviously pretty expensive. It's one of the last things you should ever really worry about in the game, is the benefit for having those last points don't really give you that much. Yep, already gained a level on that. And we got some brown deeds today. Unfortunately, no Imperials. Really need those Imperials. Feel really short on Imperials right now. Also, I have yet to ever get an Imperial offer. It is actually possible for the game to sell you one Imperial. It's pretty expensive, though. It tries selling it to you for 500 gems. But honestly, I feel like I would almost go for it. Just because, given that we have pretty much everything in the game, Imperial is one of the last few things we actually do need. Yeah, one nice thing about max factions is they are indirectly required for kingdom upgrades. So one benefit of actually getting them upgraded, or getting them to 2,500, is that you can actually get higher star levels. While this will become increasingly more possible as time goes on, as it currently stands, it is required to get past a star requirement for quite a few kingdoms in order to get another pet. And the way that you normally do that is through delves. And while there's not a direct requirement for kingdom upgrades right now of you needing a specific horde level, there indirectly is with how the pets are currently set up. Because for most kingdoms, in order to have 2 pets, you have to have the delves, or to have 2 level 20 pets, you have to have the delve pet maxed out. That's not the case for all of them, but for a good majority of them, that is the case. In order to do that, you have to have 2,500 pure faction. Or sorry, a 500 pure faction, 2,500 renown on a delve. I am going to start using my vault keys once we get beyond 200. The reason I'm hoarding so many is because they might be reworking them. And if they ever do get around to it, I want to have a bunch of keys to open during that time. However, here forth, once we get to 200 plus keys, every key beyond 200 we are going to start using immediately. And I believe we're almost at that point right now. I believe we're at 198 or 199, somewhere around there. I believe 198, but we'll have 199 by the time we finish out the event today. And then we'll have the last one from the weekend event. If that is the case, let me double check. But I believe it's 198, right? Yep, 198. So we'll have 199 by the end of today, and then 200 by the end of this weekend, when we finish out the invasion event. And that means going into next week, every vault key we get here for starting next week, I'll probably start spending immediately. So hello, Liz, if I didn't already say hi, and hello, Durade. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we got that. Let's see. Let's go hand out code. I said right at this point we would. And then we'll go mess around with delves. Because that's the main other thing we need to go get done, is all warrants. So I need to go start on that. But before we do, code time. And I believe I marked them all, so this first code should be the right one. And the answer is yes. Oh, I wasn't able to catch the end of Salty's stream. Did she go over anything? I know she was kind of messing around with the mythic I didn't catch the tail end of her stream though. Saw the beginning of it. But did she mention anything juicy about next patch yet that I can say? I didn't end up checking it. Only saw the beginning, and she didn't really mention much then. But anyways, there's the code. Use on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click on that link. Your invite code can be found if your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is what you put in. Redeem code is right over there in the chat. It's copy paste random numbers and letters, starting with E9. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. It's only usable on PC mobile version, of course, as always. Nothing has changed. But there you guys go. Enjoy. Okay, so next thing. I didn't even realize we weren't even using the right banner that whole time. So you know what? I think I'm just gonna use Rowan build. I'm gonna go grab a Rowan build. Where's my explore team? I know we're not allowed to use the thing, but let me just copy it. Where am I going? Go over here, go over here, go over here, fight, manage, paste team. Okay, so now we need to go get a second leprechaun and change up the weapon probably. So we'll get a second leprechaun. And I'm actually gonna go Black Manacle initially. Maybe even the entire time. Okay, and we should be good to go from here. Okay, let's go with this. I don't think we need to make any adjustments. Just a kind of weird Rowan team. Actually, we might want to have 20% mana start. But before we do, let me get into a battle first. Harpy Mage? Oh, yeah, we do have access to Harpy Mage, don't we? She doesn't have Empower, though, but she'll have it off of a Leprechaun cast. But yeah, we could go Harpy Mage, couldn't we? Almost forgot about that. That would cover almost every color, too, at that point. Oh, what up? But, let's see, what tier is that? Gosh, I forgot how annoying the layout of the stove is. Really, really annoying. Okay, anyways, yeah, we could end up going with that, though we can't change it now. However, what I can change, though, is give me that 20% mana start. Get that quicker Rowan. There we go. Okay, let's start going through things. Yeah, I completely forgot about Harpy Mage. Nice combo. Leprechaun to Harpy Mage. Or Mountain Crusher to Harpy Mage. Both end up working out pretty well. Yeah, spamming Finesse is actually surprisingly good with Vespera. As well as just in general. But as well as with Vespera. Oh, we already got a Valraven kill. That didn't take long. Yeah, rope darts are a pretty powerful weapon. If you have it laying around. It's one of the few weapons in the entire game that have extra turn on it. And one of only 2 that gain it off of one of the perks. The other one being that one turnip weapon. Norbert's turnip. Just trying to think of his name. Yeah, Norbert's turnip is the other one. There's obviously more weapons than that have a that have an extra turn mechanic, but those are the only 2 that have it specifically off a perk. So the full list of all of them is like under a dozen. Unless you count board control, but that's not automatic, of course. Hello, John. Welcome. Yeah, I don't think we'll need anything too fancy. With how much damage we have, we could very easily just kill it out with Rowan cast. We don't need to do much more to it. It does eventually fall off, but even double cast Rowain's still worth it. And if worse comes to worse, you can Urski a shield to Rowain too. I just hate doing that because I always forget to cast it. I almost rather just get Rowain up twice. Because I feel like in that build I always forget to go and do a Urski a shield buff. And there you can see 4 Arcane Light. Which is pretty nice. Yeah, let's go Harpy Mage here. It's not going to be that big of a difference, but then again, actually, does it even matter if we go Harpy Mage? Because if we're going to have full mana anyways after double Leprechaun, the Brown Storm almost just get in the way. So you know what, I'm actually going to leave it as is. As good as Harpy Mage is, I don't think it's even going to be relevant if we use it in this one particular instance. Maybe for the later battles. But for now, I'd rather have the full Empower just in case. Though still, the single Leprechaun into it's probably still going to be enough mana. I think the bigger concern is almost more so the Storm. It's because we do not need that much brown. Oh yeah, what team were you saying Rope Dart is quicker on? If you're talking about on this team where I normally use that one AoE weapon in first slot, a AoE weapon is always quicker. It doesn't have to be Dancing Daggers though. As you can see right now, we're using Black Manacle. The reason I don't normally use Black Manacle, even though it's a really good option, is it blocks purple on Leprechaun. However, when we're using 2 Leprechauns, it doesn't really matter if we're blocking purple on Leprechaun because, well, we have 2 Leprechauns. So we already have one ready, another one ready to go after we do the one. But generally speaking, I try not to block it. It's not too big a deal if you do. But an AoE weapon in these kind of instances, due to the value that you'll get out of them, is normally better. While Rope Dart is good for PvP and for upscaling and stuff like that, it's not as good for quick battles because it only does 1 single hit. And while it's probably going to kill whatever it touches, it doesn't really help with overall speed. But yeah, the higher the level you go, the better Rope Dart gets. And it's really insanely good for PvP. Particularly Guild Wars and such. But for quicker battles, you don't normally need it. For the area that we're in, as well as Explore and stuff like that, when you're doing a Rowain build, you normally go full AoE weapon into the build. And normally you try to do the full AoE weapon before you cast a Rowain. Otherwise, you might waste damage off the weapon. And that way your Rowain can end up cleaning up. I say that, yeah, I should have probably just went for the Rowain in that instance because it gets the one shot. But once you get to the point where you don't, it's actually quicker to do the AoE into Rowain rather than doing the Rowain into the AoE weapon. Otherwise, you'll waste damage off the AoE. Whereas split damage doesn't waste any of the damage. Because any of it that goes excess will concentrate onto the troops. Oh, you were talking about the Shibanu finesse team. Yeah, Rope Dart would be perfectly fine there compared to Dancing Daggers. Because you can use it as a utility to entangle. But yeah, on that team, I would say Rope Dart's better. Can you please click? There we go. Oh yeah, level 9 chest, nice. Another 4 arcanes. How does Submerge work? So basically how Submerge works is any attack that will hit all enemies, that specifically always hits all enemies, will be cancelled by Submerge. These include anything that does full AoE, as in it will hit all enemies as a mechanic, or anything that has a split damage to it. So, for example, like Rowain will end up getting reduced by it, or not reduced, but completely dodged. However, keep in mind that even if you hit all enemies, that doesn't mean it will end up dodging. For example, something like splash damage will actually not be dodged by Submerge. This is because it hits one single target and then does adjacent damage. And that adjacent damage does not count as hitting everything. Just counting as it doing adjacent to those 2 targets. So even if you hit all 3 targets and they're the last 3 remaining, Submerge will not trigger on something like that. Yet even if there's only 1 left and you hit it with like a full AoE or a split damage, it'll still find a way to dodge with Submerge. But it basically only works on split damage and full AoE damage, is what Submerge does. Which is both the 2 mechanics that we're using on our team right now. So if any battle that we find right now ends up having Submerge, it'll actually dodge all of our 2 casts. It'll block the entirety of Rowan, and it'll block the entirety of Black Manacle, except for the Devourer if it happens to proc it. And also Submerge will fade away once you attack or cast a spell. Otherwise it lasts for forever, right? Yeah, Submerge should be forever. But it lasts forever until you act out of it, either with a cast or a skull. Yeah, every stats effect gets removed from Curse, as well as Dispel. Yeah, no effects are immune to Curse or Dispel. However, actually that's not true with Curse. With Curse, if you have Bless, you can actually protect against it for 1 single instance. But otherwise, Curse and Dispel will get rid of your positive stats effects. But yeah, if you have something Blessed, it will not get rid of it. The way that Bless versus Curse works is if a troop is already Blessed or Cursed, the effect of the opposite will not end up triggering. So for example, if you have something that is Blessed and you try to curse it, it will only cancel out the Bless. It will not dispel the traits that it has. However, basically what normally happens is whenever you curse something, it'll dispel it. And if you bless something, it'll end up cleansing it. But if a troop that you already have is cursed and you bless it, it'll simply cancel out the bless, or it'll simply cancel out the curse without cleansing, and vice versa for the bless versus curse when you do it on the other way around. Essentially, if something already has the opposite effect, they'll just cancel each other out rather than applying their effect. Oh, level 10 chest, nice. Otherwise, they will reply to respective cleanse or curse, or dispel, I mean. But it's one of the reasons why Bless is pretty powerful. Because not only does it give you immunities, the actual Bless that gets applied, assuming you don't have Curse, also just gives you Cleanse. That's why Curse spam can also be somewhat decent. Because it also basically counts as Dispel spam. Assuming they don't already have Bless on them. I would say it's a weird interaction, but it's, yeah. It's an interaction. This is the way it works. It's pretty straightforward, though. I feel like explaining it makes it seem so much more complex than it actually is. Essentially, they just cancel each other out. Otherwise, if it's Curse, it applies the spell. And if it's Blessed, it applies Cleanse as well. On top of it. But that extra effect doesn't occur if the other opposite effect is already on it. Cursing someone who is submerged will not get rid of Submerge? Really? I am like 99% and I am like 99% sure it will. I can go check it real quick. I am almost 100% certain that cursing something with Submerge will get rid of the Submerge. I can go check though. Easiest way would be defend, switch to something with Submerge. I need to go build a team, I guess. What do I not need out of everything? Oh, we don't need the team we're using right now. Or this thing. Let's build a submerge team. What submerges very easily? Let's see. What am I looking for? Doesn't Undyne have it automatically? Isn't there one that gets it like every turn? Undyne, stop being so annoying. How do you spell Undyne? Yeah, start of every turn, that's what I'm looking for. Doesn't even matter what my other two are. Okay, so we'll set that as our thing. That'll be our defend team. And now we test defend team with, oddly enough, we actually already have this other team set up. We can use the Voshdogon team. Okay, this should be fine. Let's go test it real quick. Okay, so now we need to go curse one of these. Nope, curse got rid of it. Nope, curse worked. As you can see, we cursed him and he no longer has a submerge. The reason why this guy still has a submerge is because he was already cursed. But as you can see, this guy has dropped his submerge. As you can tell by him not having submerge. Which is really obvious by the fact that this guy still has submerge. But no, curse still removes submerge. It removes all positive stats effects. But yeah, it removed the submerge. It's all gone. And as you can see, we recursed him, which also got rid of his submerge. So yeah, I was correct. You can use curse to get rid of anything. Or any positive stats effect. As long as they don't have bless, in which case it will cancel each other out. However, assuming you're cursing something that does not have bless, it'll add dispel to it, or it'll apply dispel to it. And dispel gets rid of all positive stats effects. And submerge, of course, is a positive stats effect. Yeah, it interacts exactly how I thought it would. It just dispels it. Which gets rid of everything that's positive, including submerge. We'll do this one first. Oops, I should have taken that skull. Whoops. Hey, that's that better wolf. The dire wolf. He's better because he has 4 times damage, 20% dodge, additional attack, and a pretty easy chance of getting an extra turn. Because most builds that use him use a lot of green already. Oh, we're entangled. Whoops. Really, 1 HP. Oh, I'm trying to kill him while he has the merch. Oh, what even is that battle? Oh yeah, there's a 0% chance to get mythics off of gold keys. You can only get commons and rares off of gold keys. Nothing else. Let's see. Take that over. So what's with all the submerge? Oh, we got that one trait on accident. That one room that submerges all rooms after. Okay, I'm gonna deliberately pass my turn, so he takes a skull so I can then kill him. Speaking of submerge. Yeah, if anything cast against submerged is stealth, that's gonna be annoying. Given that our whole team needs them not to be submerged. Oh, we got Cedric. Take Cedric dead last. That's like the last time you should be doing it. Or the last position you should ever do him in. Unlike most treasure rooms that you save it for last, Cedric is actually your treasure room. You should take it as immediately as possible. Especially when you have any amount of gold gain. And the main reason for that is how much increases our gold. As you'll see over here, we'll go from a 100 gold cap to 500. And with that, we can, of course, gain an absurd amount with the Leprechaun. 100 just for a single cast there. And he's dead. Up. Good old submerge. We're getting pretty good on chest numbers today. Very nice. On to the next one. Oh yeah, theoretically, the chance of getting a specific mythic from a gold key is technically more than 0. If you bring it down to the actual glory that you could gain, or the gems that you could gain, and break that down into the drop tables, you would have some kind of number like 0.00000000001 or something. So theoretically, you are correct in that a gold key, technically, theoretically, has a higher than 0% chance of giving you a mythic. Not directly, but indirectly. Though realistically, it's 0%. How many mythics are there? 50-something. We just counted them the other day and I already forgot what it was. There's 50-something. 53, I think? It's a 50-something. Forget the exact number off the top of my head. 53 sounds correct. That's what's nice about Black Manacles. We can get a random Devour, which makes it even cleaner for when we get the kills like that. Well, you know what? I'm going to go for this treasure room. It's only a glory room anyways. Might as well use it for its higher multiplier. Oh, hello, Joseph. Welcome. What is your question, Sausage? I think that was the only answer for it. Because you said, what was your chance of getting specific mythic off a gold key? Given that gold keys theoretically have 0% chance. 52 mythics. Oh yeah, 53 will be as of next month. We're almost there. Only got 1 week to go. Not this Friday, but next week's Friday. Is a new mythic. It's a pretty useless one, but a new one nonetheless. Yep, and we just gained a class level. Nice. Make it slow progress. Yeah, what Jefferson said sounds about correct. If you were to go use a gold key and use whatever loot you get from a gold key, Jefferson's number of, I'm not sure how accurate that is, but that sounds about right. About a 0.0000006% chance they would specifically pull a Jotnar. It might even be lower than that. That actually sounds high. Let's see. I'll throw that there. I always find it so hard to gauge, like, any numbers that's in decimals. Like, something like the difference between, like, 1,000,000 and 1,000 is, like, obviously very obvious. But when you see the same amount of placement difference with, like, decimals, I always find it harder to, like, really perceive it. Just because you're getting into such small numbers. Hello, Falzman. Let's see. You're between forging Obsidius Or Weaver Spider. You mean Orb Weaver? I mean, you mean Arachnian Weaver? Obsidius is better for Guild Wars, but Weaver will help you level up Kingdoms to level 10, which will give you 2 magic. Which do you think? I'd probably say Weaver, because it still has applicable uses in various teams, while also being able to give you a permanent +1 magic bonus. I'd probably go with Weaver. Also, Weaver has one of the best summons in the game, and it's used for one of the best defend teams in the game. It's used for that really annoying Orb Weaver defend team, where you use it with a bunch of elves, where you build something like a hard counter to whatever color Guild War Day it is, followed by Orb Weaver, Life and Death, followed by Arachnian Weaver, which is that troop that you would craft, followed by the elf that gives 50% elf mana start. But yeah, Weaver's pretty fun. It also gets it also has the best summoning trait in the entire game. It has a 75% chance to summon Web Spinner when you get a kill. And of every single thing that has any summon, being able to summon a Web Spinner is actually the strongest summon in the entire game, as far as anything that has the capability of summoning something. Which makes Weaver pretty good just for that alone. Though it is a really weird condition, because you need to have an empty spot, and it's only 75% chance when you get a kill, rather than 100%. So you could get trolled by it when you really need it, unfortunately. But more often than not, it works out really well. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, I don't use Weaver too much, but it's a really great troop. Also, it has one of the best trait combinations in the entire game. It has Impervious, Stealthy, and the best summoning trait in the entire game. It has insanely good traits. Honestly, it is arguably one of the best sets of traits of anything in the game as well. Because I just mentioned it had the best summon on a trait specifically. But it also has best trait setup just in general. Because Impervious Stealthy is a really strong combination. And to have the best summon on top of that off of traits is pretty good. His ability isn't horrible. It's very situational, but it's definitely not bad. It's also one of the only few abilities in the entire game that has a 4x web. Actually, is it the only one? I know there's some other things that can 4x web off of like traits and stuff. But is it the only troop that gets the 4x web off of cast? I actually don't recall. It might be still. I know there aren't too many mechanics that have that. It's a pretty underused mechanic, the web mechanic. Which is kind of surprising because there's so many entangles, yet there's barely any webs. Which is pretty much just the magic version of entangle. But I feel like there's like 4 times as many entangles than webs in the game. 3 to 4 times, somewhere around there. I know it's a lot more. That should hopefully be enough, especially with the Devourer there. Basic math is fun. Yep, that's why I checked it. Our tier 2 room's actually better multiplier than our 2 tier 3 rooms. Go figure. But that is why you check. It's not too big a deal if we do or not. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm gonna do that. And hope he doesn't do something weird. Good. Then we win. Worst comes to worst, we could just stun Leprechaun if it did go the other way. Now both of these are 1.15. Just claim these real quick. Oh yeah, the Mythic that's coming, not in June, but in July, is going to be one of the best troops in the entire game. I really hope they don't nerf it at all. because it's going to be a really fun trip type. It's in line with Web Spinner and stuff, so I don't feel like they're going to nerf it. Power creep has creeped enough that it's actually balanced now. It's on the really upper end of the balance, as in power creeping even further, but it is balanced within the current state of the game. Not in the past, but in the current state of the game, it's a bit more balanced. So they're finally adding it back in. Because the mechanic was actually introduced in version 2.0 about 4 years ago, but it was so overpowered at the time that they had to remove it. But now it's more in line with the current balance of the game. I'm actually surprised I killed. Luckily, Devour right there. Still getting those 4 arcanes each time. Actually, even a 3.9 apparently actually rounds up. I did not realize that. But we got 4 arcanes even though we only have 3.9 multiplier. So rounded up to the 4. I wonder at what point starts rounding. I would assume at 3.5 or 3.6 or somewhere around there. But, not sure for sure. Regardless, definitely give us 4 instead of 3. Oh, I got a little mimic room. I hate this layout so much. I'm just going to start doing rooms. Just do all the rooms. Also, this is our last delve as well. Unless we need another battle or 2 to get those last little bit of points. And then we'll also be 1 Volkey short of 200. Archer might make a comeback. No, I don't think so. I don't think it would make a comeback from that new mythic. If you wanted Hunter's Mark, and you wanted synergy for it, I think you would go with Thief. I'm pretty sure. I would need to double check everything that has it. But if I'm not mistaken, you would go with Thief Hero class. I would have to double check every interaction later, though. I'm pretty sure it'd be Thief. And the main reason for that is the 7% chance to kill every kill. In combination with the fact that you have the Hunter's Mark every single extra turn. Which is the main reason why you're using it. Got Archer to 100 last night. Nice. Yeah, it's a good hero class to have. Biggest issue with it is its instant kill does reflect infinitely. So if you hit on something that has reflect or skull reflect, you will instant die if you hit the instant kill. I'd say overall Assassin's better than Archer. However, the main reason why you'd be using any of them is for the Hunter's Mark, and then for whatever additional aspects. If you're using the new Mythic that's coming out in 2 Mythics from now, in your first slot, there's no point in necessarily using Archer or Assassin, because the kill aspect that they have will get completely wasted by the fact that you can't use it unless they're in first slot. And if you're already dedicating another troop to your first slot, you won't be able to use their ability. Which is the reason why Thief will be better. Because Thief has 7% instant kill on it. But then again, doesn't Assassin as well? Though, I don't think Assassin has Green Storm. Would you need Green Storm for him? You would need a Storm. I forget what colors they use. I'm pretty sure green was one of his colors of the new Mythic. But yeah, I guess Assassin could maybe be okay then. I'll need to go double check once it comes out. But I'm pretty sure Thief gives you the absolute best value. But Assassin might still be good. If nothing else, if you're using it in a situation like a defend team, it might be better to go Assassin, because you kind of have to expect your first slot might die. But if you're just using in your normal team, I feel like you'd probably go Thief. Well, not next Mythic, but the Mythic after next Mythic, the July Mythic. Actually, what day does 4th of July fall on? Does that actually come out on 4th of July? No, it comes out the day before 4th of July. The really good Mythic. I guess it's our 4th of July present day. Independence Day present. I would honestly say it's the other way around. Assassin is the better version of Archer. At one point, Archer was one of the best classes in the game. Or not even one of the best, it was literally the best. But ever since perks on trees came out into the game, I would say Assassin's actually better. The reason why Assassin's 10% actually comes out to more damage is, well, two reasons. One is you don't have to worry about all the reflect stuff, which is very situationally useful. However, the main reason is mostly because of how you distribute damage. If you are skull spamming, you are already going to be hitting first slots. So you're already going to be doing a really high concentration to your first slot, possibly even killing them out with your damage. Like if you're taking a skull spam and you're hitting like 3 different skulls at once or 4 different skulls, you're probably going to kill the enemy's first slot. However, the thing with Assassin compared to Archer is Assassin gets to actually instant kill both. So if you take, for example, 4 skulls and your first slot's going to die. We already know this in both situations. In the case of Archer, it's just simply going to die. You already know this is going to happen. Your 15% is my proc, but regardless, it's going to die. In the case of Assassin, not only do you get the first slot killed because your skulls were already going to kill it, but it also gets a free kill on their last slot. You also have the additional benefit of once you get it maxed of a 7% kill every kill. So those 2 kills that you just got, both individually have an additional 7% chance that you will get an additional kill. And if you get an additional kill off of that, that also has a 7% chance that you'll get an additional kill. But the main reason, not even just for that, but it's mostly just that you distribute the damage a bit more evenly. Because if you use Archer, you're going to overkill in many situations. Whereas Assassin, you pretty much get 2 kills for the price of 1. More often than not when you're doing skull spam like that. And we still got another battle or 2, so we'll grab these. But yeah, in like 90% of situations, I would say Assassin's better than Archer. Unless you specifically need some of the other perks that Archer specifically has. But more often than not, I would say Assassin is better. The biggest thing that Assassin lacks is no half mana start. There is a troop that can give it half mana start, but you generally wouldn't use it with it. The McCall. It's actually in Soulforge this week. So you wouldn't really want to get it just for that purpose. Oh wait, never mind. You can't even do that. Never mind. Assassin counts as Naga. Never mind. There is no way to half start it. I was thinking Rogue. You would kind of think Assassin would be Rogue, but it actually counts as Naga. Hey, what do we get here? Come on, blue and purple. Oh, we got a blue at least. Nice. Very cool. That makes up for the blue we had to use this week already for the event. And, gosh, we got a lot of event keys between the thing and the other thing. There we go. 5 event keys to go in our stacks. Also, there should be enough Fritz to get another purple. Make that 2 purples. Nice. Like, how many more purples do we need? We should be pretty much right on top of it. Give us a purple event. Come on, we're so close. Actually, I think we're only 4 away. Yeah, Darkstone. I clicked on the right one. How far are we? 3 away. Even less. Come on, give us one of those purple events. We just need to give us those 4. And that'll be enough. We're so close. What's going to be sad is we're actually going to be 1 scroll away as of next Monday. We will be 1 purple deed short of 30. Actually, let me see. How many writs do we currently have? And have we maxed out in our current guild? Let me double check. Yes. However, how many do we currently stand at? Oh no, we'll get it. So as of next Monday, right? Yes. As of next Monday, I will have every Magic Kingdom maxed. It'll be even earlier if we get a purple event between now and then. However, as of next Monday, we will have all 4 Magic Kingdoms maxed. Or sorry, all 5 Magic Kingdoms maxed. Though 4 of them are purple. Very cool. Very, very nice. Anyways, does anyone else have any other questions that you want to ask? Otherwise, I believe that is almost everything then. Just want to go mess with a little bit more hero class grinding, but probably worry about that a little bit more tomorrow. Since the pet won't really take that long. But we do need more copies of it nonetheless. Pretty sure we still need it. Let's see. Yeah, we still need 6 more copies of it. Or sorry, 7. So we'll get some amount of that tomorrow. Oh, so hello, Darkus. Welcome. Yeah, that's the mythic I'm talking about. The mythic that's coming in July. What are the magic kingdoms? Blighted Land, Darkstone, Zul'Kari, Karakoth, and Silverglade. These are the most important kingdoms in the entire game to upgrade, as far as level 10 is concerned, and as far as 5 stars concerned, as well as 10 stars concerned, as well as a eventual level 15 is concerned as well, which is what we're actually doing right now. But yeah, those 5 kingdoms. All of them are purple except for Zul'Kari, which is green, when you're referring to deeds. What team am I using for the raids? I am using this team. I'm using Mang, Dark Troll, Elderif Guardian, and Zugoth. And if you don't have that, a cheaper alternative is Mang, Double Wall of Tentacles, and Elderif Guardian. Those are the 2 teams. I also mentioned a bunch for the video as well. Those were the 2 related to raids. We went over all the weekly teams for everything, as we do every week. But anyways, guys, wouldn't max include being 20 stars? There is no 20 stars. It doesn't exist yet, though it will eventually. But anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, we'll be wrapping up for now. And we'll be back same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we do every single night. And that's an hour prior to now tomorrow, as always. And we'll be messing around with the pet. It's not a new pet, but a lot of people might still not have it maxed, including ourselves. It's a somewhat newer one. It's not so new that you wouldn't necessarily have it maxed, but new enough that a lot of people probably wouldn't. But we'll be able to get more copies for it. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Best of luck with everything. And next big thing that we pretty much have is probably going to be invasions, because we were getting a pretty cool weapon with it. Damon weapon this Friday. Other than that, we just kind of have a few little things going along the way. And then next week, we have a really active week. We have new mythic. We have new legend as well. So we'll be able to enjoy that, mess around with them. And both of them are somewhat usable. The mythic's going to be a lot more underwhelming than the legend. But I feel like the legend will be a really, really weird niche option. It's not going to be overpowered. It's not going to be used a lot. But it's going to be a great utility to have. And his advice, saving some event keys for it. And of course, we got Guild Wars, which is always fun messing around with, seeing what battles we'll do every single night. It's actually probably one of the more interesting nightly ones, as far as the teams that we have, or, you know, battles that we do. It's because it's a lot more intense than, like, raids or invasions or stuff like that. Well, these game modes can still be fun, like raids and all that. The problem with it is you pretty much already know we're going to win, whereas the other ones are a lot more challenging to actually end up getting the win on. Oh, happy birthday soon then, John. We'll need to sing happy birthday for you then if you remind us on Monday, if you're around for our stream. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Happy soon-to-be birthday, John. And I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate it as always. And as always, feel free to leave a like.